Hello everyone. Today is Sunday, October 5th. Let's begin our review for the upcoming week on Bitcoin and Ethereum. The monthly chart shows last month closed week with low volume and no strong buying pressure in September. Price is trading in an ascending channel. Target zones around 130,000 to 150,000 remain in play. Let's look at the weekly chart. We had a volume spike with a bullish engulfing pattern. Following the correction, there was an upthrust, a false breakout to the upside with a reversal. After testing the previous historical high, volume declined. That means there wasn't much selling interest. Buyers absorbed the sell pressure and price pushed higher. With 3 hours left until the weekly close, the result won't change much. Clear upside bias here. May dip for a correction. Let's look at the daily chart. We're breaking through resistance that was sitting around 119,000, closing and holding above it, expecting Bitcoin to reach our target levels. There's a chance this correction and accumulation phase is already over and will head higher. But a false breakout and pullback is still possible. On the daily chart, we updated the historical high to around 125,700. Here we see the high from July 14th, where there was an upthrust, a false breakout, followed by a correction. The day is closing again, possibly below the 123,218 level on Binance. This is a resistance zone where we might expect a pullback toward the support we identified on the weekly chart around 119,600. A deeper pullback could reach 118,500, and the deepest would be into the zone of interest at 116,350. Last week we expected that if selling resumed, we'd go lower. Otherwise, we expected price to hold above 112,000. The price did hold, and as expected, from October 1st movement began around 120,000. The correction is over. We can note the support level that was broken on volume and a strong bar. That's around 117,000. For Bitcoin, expectations are only upward, not from current levels, but after a retest. To expect downside, the weekly chart would need to close poorly or show an upthrust. But given the previous context, that's a less likely scenario than continuing another wave higher after a retest. In conclusion, we're at historical market highs. Any buying right now, including altcoins and Bitcoin, is extremely high risk. Let's look at the monthly chart. There's an uptrend, but volume is declining. Smart money isn't interested in buying. Right now, I believe retail is pushing the price higher while large players will be unloading. If we reach the target zone, any open long positions should be fully closed, and we should expect a real correction or even a market reversal. Bottom line, pay serious attention to risk management. No all-in positions. Buying shouldn't even be on the table right now. Being smart means keeping risk low. If you're looking to invest to catch a move, especially medium-term trades, not intraday but swing or longer holds, doing it at market highs is a terrible idea. It usually ends with a 70 to 90% drawdown. That's why I recommend avoiding medium-term buys right now. For intraday trading from local levels, you can try catching moves, especially with altcoins. There might be an alt season and the market may offer some coins that perform well, but you need to follow risk management and be extremely careful. That's all for Bitcoin. For Ethereum, the monthly chart shows selling is still weak. Here we had a low spread. The low spread with increased volume could signal a reversal or correction. Price continues trading near its historical high of around 4,870. Talking about buying is still risky. Let's look at the weekly chart. We tested the dynamic trend line on September 22nd with a volume spike. The day will close and like Bitcoin, there's absorption happening. But to talk about reaching a new ATH as we expected, around 5,500 and higher, we need to see some momentum, stronger buyer interest, which I'm not seeing yet. The local ascending dynamic trend line is holding. Support hasn't broken. There's neither selling nor buying pressure. Price is trading in balance. Accumulation has been ongoing since August 11th. This accumulation is still within an upward wave, so an upside breakout is more likely. We might reach 5,500 to 6,500, even up to 7,000. The target stands if we accumulate more and follow Bitcoin with a spike, but I don't rule out a downside breakout. If we hold below the support with solid volume, breaking under 3,700, there could be a retest and a move into a deeper correction. For Ethereum, we're still in balance and accumulation. Hard to say, It's roughly 50-50. We could go either up or down. But with a slight bias, I'm still leaning toward continued buying. Wishing you luck and great profits.